Imagine this. You're standing in front of a giant blue, glowing swimming pool. No lifeguards, no floaties, just water, so clear it looks like glass. You dip your toes in, and someone whispers, "Oh, by the way, that's where they keep nuclear fuel rods." Would you survive the swim, or would you, evaporate instantly? So, what exactly is a nuclear storage pool? When nuclear reactors are done with their fuel rods, the uranium sticks that power them, they can't just toss them in the trash. Those rods are still insanely radioactive and will be for decades. To keep them safe, power plants store them underwater. And not just any water. These pools are massive, sometimes bigger than Olympic swimming pools, and usually about 40 feet deep. They're filled with ultra-purified water that acts like a super shield. Water blocks radiation, keeps the rods cool, and makes sure nothing overheats. Oh, and that eerie blue glow? That's called cherenkov radiation. Basically, when particles move faster than light travels in water, they create a ghostly blue shimmer. It looks like a sci-fi movie set, but it's very real. All right, let's say you ignore every do not enter sign, climb the ladder, and cannonball into the pool. What happens next? First, the good news, you don't instantly vaporize. Nuclear pools are designed so the radiation doesn't escape. In fact, if you stayed at the surface, the water would shield you pretty well. You could float around for a little while and be okay. But here's the bad news. The deeper you dive, the worse it gets. Radiation intensity follows a simple rule. The closer you are to the fuel rods, the more deadly it becomes. At the top, maybe you just get a small dose like a CT scan. Go halfway down, and now you're stacking up radiation like it's airline miles. Except instead of free flights, you're getting nausea, hair loss, and a future full of regret. Now, imagine you dive all the way to the bottom, right next to the rods. That's game over. We're talking lethal radiation within seconds. It wouldn't be dramatic like glowing green skin. It'd be invisible. Your cells would start breaking down almost immediately, and you'd probably pass out before you even reach the surface. Here's the twist. Technically, if you only swam at the surface for a few minutes, you might live to tell the tale. There are even stories of workers dropping tools in the pool and carefully fishing them out with long poles. But if you got curious, took a deep dive selfie with the rods glowing behind you, that would be your last post ever. And the scariest part? You wouldn't even feel it right away. Radiation doesn't burn your skin like fire. You climb out of the pool thinking, "Hey, I'm fine." But days later, your body would tell a very different story. So, could you swim in a nuclear storage pool? Yes, but only at the surface and only for a short time. The deeper you go, the more deadly it becomes. It's kind of like the world's most dangerous deep end sign. The lesson here? Just because water looks safe doesn't mean you should dive in, especially if it's glowing blue inside a nuclear power plant. So what do you think? Would you dare take a dip, or would you stick to your regular chlorine pool? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this What If Dive into Science, hit like, share it with a friend, and subscribe to iforia Official for more brain-bending scenarios every week. Because in this pool, the only thing you should swim in is curiosity.